the founder of this program, Senior Tales at Sunset. We're here with Ifeoma, and I just wanted to ask you, this is our second event, and I just wanted to ask you about how you created the program and what was your why to founding this program.
Okay, so STAS is the acronym for Senior Tales at Sunset. And I'm from Nigeria, and while growing up, I heard stories from my parents and grandparents. I was privileged to have seen my grandparents alive, and they told a lot of stories, same as my parents as well. And most of those stories that were told are stories that I used in my life's journey. And coming here, I realized that, I don't know what the reasons are, but we tend to forget that these are the things, these stories are the very stories that shaped us, molded us, and I figured it would be good to have an intergenerational program where the seniors are able to tell stories of their lived experiences to the youth, and that's how this was birthed.
Yes, and how do you feel seeing the seniors and the youth bond over the games and over the activities, and even just like them listening to actually paying attention to what the seniors are saying?
It honestly gives me so much joy to see what's going on now. And I say this because looking at what happened when we launched, we have the same crop of youth who have showed up. We even have more that have showed up. This tells you that these people want to learn. These youth don't just want to stay put and do what others are doing, i.e. using their phones, and if you notice during the activity, story one, the first people who told the story, she gravitated towards that angle where she said away from the phones, they were able to come up with something creative.
Yes.
Last week we dealt on critical thinking. This week we dealt on creativity, because I am of the opinion that there are 3 C's that will help to shape us as we navigate life. So critical thinking, creativity, and communication. So we've been able to be creative under the span of 2 minutes during the activities. The students came up with stories just from the cards that we laid on the table. So it shows me that there's something we're doing that we feel will become greater in the future.
My last question for you would be, this is now 2025, post-COVID. With now, after COVID, during COVID there was less interaction, so now there's more interaction. How do you think it's going to impact, especially teenagers who have not been able to interact with each other or even with the older people during that time, and now it's post-COVID and they're able to do that? How do you think it's going to impact them in terms of social skills?
I think it's going to impact them very greatly in terms of social skills, because in as much as we feel like technology has come and is here to stay, or virtually, there's still that need for human interaction. And like I said, look at what has happened today. We had a large turnout last week. We still have one now. It just tells you that there's, people still want people still want to be together in community, and we're promoting that. So.
Yes, for more community, more interactions, and more life skills. Hopefully, we'll be back next week and doing that again. Thank you, Ifeoma.
Thank you so much.